Stars in the Trash brings the magic of animated music classics into a narrative-driven platformer. But is this worth your time? Let's find out. Hey everybody, my name is Warwick and welcome to Warwick Reviews, where today we'll be checking out Stars in the Trash. I do want to say a big shout out to Valhalla Cats for the review code, I really appreciate it. And what we're going to do, talk about my thoughts and feelings of this game, and you bits you need to know, and if it's worth a go yourself. Thank you again for watching. If you are new here, leave a like and subscribe if you want to. I do a lot of reviews, done a lot of many recently on Just Dance, on Dead Rising, on so many like AAA games and indie games, as well as products like Fallout and Mass Effect RPG board games and many more. So I'm sure you will find more down below. I do mainly stream on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Warwick, and also on socials in wherever you may be. But like I said, we'll get stuck in. So Stars in the Trash has you playing a cat called Mocha, who is a bit of a spoiled cat who decides one day to run away. They've actually had too much or too little excitement and they're longing for the outside and seeing what's out there. And so they go out and seek adventure. And this game basically is you playing Mocha, and it's a 2D platformer, but what will strike you, what will take your interest straight away is the art style. The art style is very reminiscent of 80s and 90s Disney movies, or even like sort of MGM movies like All Dogs Go to Heaven or Oliver and Company. And happy to say that everything you see here is hand drawn and painted. So everything is painstakingly being created by hand, watercolors, the animations, everything. And that's great to see, especially sort of this day and age where the medium may not be sort of as supported as we'd hope for. So to see this and seeing the passion and going, hey, I'm playing a video game, but in the style of these movies I grew up with in proper animation is really, really cool. But yeah, like I said, you're playing Mocha and you're basically going exploring and you get into a lot of different adventures and mischief. There is a narrative story being told here through the animals. They don't speak, thankfully. I know people are very divided on if animals should speak or not, but the story is delivered by the sort of small cutscenes and stuff and actions, and you sort of get an idea of what's going on quite easily. And you wake up in this house and you live in with a family. You got a dog there with you as well, and you're getting in a bit of mischief in the house. So you're knocking things over, longing for the outside, fighting with a vacuum cleaner, and this sort of establishes the mechanics of the game. So you got your jumping, you got your various other actions, so you can push things down, you can meow, you can pick things up. There'll be certain points where there'll be a button come up and it will either like scratch, or you can sleep, or do all sorts depending on what's going on there. As is a review copy, I'm not sure if there are going to be any achievements for this game, but I feel like there are certain elements in the game that if you get every single one, that might unlock something, so keep an eye on that. The one really nice feature actually during the game was there was a moment where there was a big mural which you could sit by and you can sort of listen to music and stuff. It's quite somber, and it's actually more for like pets that have passed away. And what was really nice was the team at Stars in the Trash and at Valhalla Cats, they sort of put a post out like, hey, do you want your pet to be remembered in this game? So there's actually a bit here which I should be showing on screen, and it sort of shows who sort of shared their images of their pets, cats and dogs, which I thought was really, really nice. And I feel playing this game, you know you're playing a game that pet lovers, like you can just feel it from the game itself, from the little movements of the cat, sort of the sneaking, the hissing when they see a bird and stuff. Even when you like sleeping, if you're playing by controller, which I recommend, is it vibrates to basically simulate purring. And I feel like in the game, there's certain elements where you see certain things like sort of posters and sort of art, and you can tell this is made by people who love pets and love cats. Quickly just go through the settings. So with this game, there's not a huge amount of settings, unfortunately. It is an indie game, so I wasn't expecting too much, but would have been nice to see a little bit more. You've got your basics, you've got sort of your visual, so you've got screen resolution, you've got your V-Sync, audio, actually different bits of audio that you can customize how you like it. But outside of that, nothing really too much, unfortunately. It would have been nice to sort of see more accessibility options. There was a moment later on in the game where there are flashing lights and they're quite intense, and I understand in the story why that's there, but it would have been nice to have them either reduced or even turn them off so that make them more accessible for people to play. I always try to champion accessibility and options in games to make them more accessible, and it would be nice to see more there. So hey devs, if you're watching, have a toggle to be able to sort of turn those flashing lights off, would be great. And yeah, that's basically it. It is a short game. It's a quite short game. They do say it's about 2 to 3 hours. I got it done in about 6 to 8 minutes full. I don't think I rushed it too much, but your mileage may differ. We'll say that the platforming is on a basic side. Like there are a couple of moments a bit sort of getting used to the controls and sort of the sort of battle elements, but for the most part, didn't really have much of a like skill barrier. And so your mileage from it may be less, maybe more, but saying all that, I had a really, really nice time with this game, and I think with the art style alone, it's something that needs to be praised wholeheartedly. It literally felt like I was watching a movie. Like there's different cutscenes as well outside of the gameplay, and it works really well. It looks great. The music's fantastic. It really felt like I was watching sort of the 80s and 90s Disney movies, and it was somewhere that seemed more pure than maybe things seem nowadays. There is a digital art book that comes with the game. It wasn't unlocked as of my recording, but they're also doing a physical book as well for all the art and stuff. And if you do check out their socials, you'll see all the behind the scenes of all the thousands, 100,000 different pages and the art that goes behind this. And I think just for that alone, it needs to be applauded and supported, because you don't get a lot of this. A lot of work goes into this, you know, small indie team based in Spain, and it's great to see these things coming out. And also, if you like cats, I think you'll have a great time. Just be aware that it is on the short side, but if you like your short games, I don't think you can go wrong. But thank you so much for watching. I really, really appreciate it. Again, my name is Warwick. I mainly stream on Twitch, which is twitch.tv/Warwick. But you also find me here making these reviews, as well as on socials, doing whatever I'm doing on socials. So you never know which day. Blue Sky, Twitter, you name it, I'm pretty much there. Again, thank you to Valhalla Cats for the review code. Really appreciate it. Make sure you check out more of my content down below, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.